Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into the really exciting world of Cambridge primary mathematics. If you've ever been curious about what makes this curriculum so special, well, you're in the right place.
And believe me, we're not just talking about boring numbers on a page. We are talking about a real adventure, a totally new way of seeing and, understanding the world all around you. So let's get into it.
All right, so here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the big idea behind Cambridge mathematics, and then we'll jump into what you'll actually be learning. After that, we'll unlock the secret to thinking like a real mathematician, see how you'll learn by doing, and finally, we'll look at where this whole journey is going to take you. Okay, first things first, let's really get to the heart of what this is all about. Cambridge primary mathematics is built on this simple but really powerful idea that math is so much more than just a bunch of numbers and equations. Think of it this way. You're basically becoming a detective. You'll learn to spot all the hidden patterns in nature, to understand the logic behind the systems we use every single day, and to see the amazing relationships that connect everything. It's all about getting the why, not just memorizing the how. So, what kind of tools are you going to get in your toolkit on this adventure? Well, the curriculum is set up to give you a really powerful and well-rounded set of math skills. Let's take a look at how it's built. It's pretty simple, actually. Everything you're going to learn falls into these three main areas. Just think of them as the three pillars of your math knowledge: number, geometry and measure, and statistics and probability. Let's break each one down real quick. First up is number, and this is like your absolute foundation. This is where you get super fluent and confident with the basic building blocks of math. You'll master it all, from counting and place value all the way to fractions and decimals. The actual skills you need to budget your allowance or figure out which deal at the store is really the best one. Next, we've got geometry and measure, and this is all about the stuff you can literally see and touch. You'll get to explore shapes and space, learn how to tell time, and understand all sorts of different measurements. This is the kind of math that helps you read a map, build a cool model, or even design a level for a video game. And last but not least, we have statistics and probability. Let me tell you, in today's world, this one is a real superpower. You're going to learn how to gather information, actually make sense of it, and then use that data to tell a really convincing story. It's the skill that helps you understand what's on the news, track your favorite sports team, and even predict what might happen next. Okay, now this is where Cambridge mathematics gets really interesting and, unique. It's not just about what you learn, it's about how you learn to think. And this is the skill that ties absolutely everything else together. This all leads to a huge idea called thinking and working mathematically. And look, this isn't just another topic you have to learn. It's a whole mindset. It's about being curious, asking good questions, connecting different ideas, and being able to clearly explain your thinking to other people. This is what turns you from someone who just does math into someone who is a true problem solver. So you're probably asking, how does that even work? Well, it really boils down to three simple steps. First, you challenge ideas. Always ask why and look for different ways to get to the answer. Second, you provide evidence. You show your work and prove that your solution actually makes sense. And third, you start making connections and seeing how all the different pieces of the math puzzle fit together. How you learn something is just as important as what you learn. And Cambridge mathematics uses this fantastic hands-on approach to make sure that these concepts really, truly stick. It's a really cool three-step learning path that takes you from, holding something to truly knowing it. You start with concrete things, like, say, using actual blocks to get a feel for addition. Then you move to the representational step, where you might draw pictures of those blocks. And finally, you connect those drawings to the abstract world of symbols and numbers, like the equation 2 + 2 = 4. It's a brilliant way to guide you from doing something physical to understanding it in your head. And here's the kicker. This whole approach means you're not just memorizing a bunch of rules you'll forget later. You're building a real, deep understanding of how math actually works from the ground up. And that makes it a tool you can use for the rest of your life. So what's the end game here? Where does this whole journey lead? Well, it's all about getting you ready with skills and confidence that go way, way beyond the classroom. This quote from Cambridge International really just nails it.
The goal, the big picture, is to help you become so comfortable and fluent with math that you can use it without even thinking about it in your daily life, whether you're managing your money or solving some really complex problem. So, at the end of the day, this is so much more than just a math class. It's really a journey that builds your confidence. It gives you the mindset and the skills to take on any challenge and to see the world through the clear, logical, and creative eyes of a mathematician. Fundoo Tutor is a personalized learning platform that helps students succeed in Cambridge, IB, and other international curriculums with expert mentorship, structured learning support, and engaging resources.